At a time when things are most uncertain, we turn to the most certain thing there is: science. Science can overcome diseases, create cures, and yes, beat pandemics. It has before. It will again. Because when it's faced with a new opponent, it doesn't back down. It revs up, asking questions till it finds what it's looking for. That's the power of science. So we're taking our science and unleashing it. Our research, experts, and resources, all in an effort to advance potential therapies and vaccines. Other companies and academic institutions are doing the same. The entire global scientific community is working together to beat this thing, and we're using science to help make it happen. Because when science wins, we all win.
Among religious groups, according to the Pew Research Center, white evangelicals are the least likely to say that they intend to get the COVID vaccine. In Pew's latest survey, conducted in mid-February, 45% of white evangelicals say they definitely or probably would not get vaccinated. That compares with 30% of all Americans and 33% of black Protestants. According to Pew, about 17% of adult Americans identify as white evangelicals. The Reverend Russell Moore is president of the Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission of the Southern Baptist Convention. Reverend Moore, thanks for joining us.
Pastor Robert Jeffress of First Baptist Church in Dallas is urging the 14,000 members of his church to take the vaccine, and he joins us now. Pastor, great to see you again. What's going on with white evangelicals? What's their main reason for not wanting to take the vaccine?
David, I think there are two reasons. I think, first of all, there is a false dichotomy they've created between faith and science. The truth is there is no conflict between true faith and true science. This is an American initiative we need to get behind so that we can get back to normal, including in our churches.
So have you changed any minds?
You can't just change the words and change the meaning of the same words and make this thing up. You've got to accept and know the revelation that comes from God.
Certain vaccines, particularly Johnson & Johnson, came from aborted came from aborted babies. Let's just say it out loud. So what exactly is your answer to that? I mean, there are people that don't want any connection there.
But David, if we're talking about something from babies that were already aborted, I would just remind people the whole Christian message is that Christ, who was innocent, died for us and brought something good out of that unjust death. And I think if lives can be saved, even from the unrighteous killing of a baby, that there's something to be gained there. So I would not refuse the vaccine on that point alone.
Pastor Jeffress, what a pleasure to see you. It's been a while. Thanks very much for coming in.
You've monkeyed this up. You falsified it, and you're using all the same words. You're using all the same names, and yet there's not a relationship there. And if you knew the Bible...
Let's get this out of the way. Have you gotten the vaccine?
Yes, I've had both shots.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science. Okay.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
It's a spiritual battle. A warfare between good and evil.